Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Nady, and today we'll be doing a first impression of the Patrick Top Major Sculpt Shadow Palette. Damn, that's a mouthful. As you gorgeous people know, this is about the products, not the people behind them. Any tiff you may have with them, please cast it away, because this is a channel of positive energy, okay? Thank you. All my little lavender sachets, how you doing today? I hope wherever you're at in the world, you are having a spectacular day so far. I myself am absolutely wonderful. It is very early, and she is the tired queen. But it's also very sunny and warm out today. I was kind of feeling a bronzy look, which I think I might be able to do with this. Like pretty much any time I order makeup, I was probably a few drinks in and really not paying attention to exactly what I was ordering to review. So I'm not positive the deets about this, but I have seen quite a few pictures. It looks so pretty. But does it look like anything revolutionary? No. Do I have at least 10 palettes that are probably very similar to this? Yes, not necessarily quality-wise, but color-wise. So even though, yes, it is beautiful and stunning to look at, probably the only thing that'll sell me with this is the formula, because though I love getting a good nude, I don't necessarily need any more in my makeup collection. But Patrick has had pretty good products. For the most part, everything is great quality, and so hopefully this is good. Let's go to the C4 Hot website and check out the deets on this. Where the fuck is the price? $68 is what I paid for this? Oh, honey. Oh, but it does say there's a cream formula. There's also a pressed powder formula with a matte finish and a metallic finish. And I might be completely wrong here, but I think this is definitely more of like a professional palette. It's not like everyday consumers can't use it. But with that price, I'm assuming it's more geared towards MUAs. Because like otherwise, this does look very, very similar to one of my favorite ColourPop palettes. Don't give me hate, but it really does look very simple. But also, this is definitely like a standalone palette that I would probably feel comfortable taking anywhere with me to use on anyone. So even though this is an expensive little hoe, I'm not gonna dog it yet, especially because this has 5 out of 5 stars. There's 2 1-star reviews that say it's terrible quality, was excited for it, but it's very disappointing. The colors blended into each other, very hard to blend out. The shimmers are just way too dark. I end up looking gothic. I mean, that's a look. I like it. There's a few little reviews scattered in between the 1s and the 5s. The 4 stars say everything is great. Their only complaint is the shimmer shades. They're kind of chalky and don't blend well on the lids. They're best if used with your fingers, which is good to know. Cream shades are good as a base or a liner. Beautiful but poorly made. I guess there's a fuck ton of fallout. Let me see about the 5 stars. A lot of the same here. The mattes blend out beautifully, but the shimmers do kind of give them a little bit of trouble, and they're on the deep side. I mean, gonna be real here. If we're paying almost $70 for a palette this size, I want fucking everything to be immaculately beautiful. And like half of these damn shades are shimmers, so like I want them to be perfect. But everyone does have different experiences, so maybe it'll be fine for us. Let's open this up. Oh, beautiful packaging. This is a nightmare for so many people because it instantly just gets filthy. I don't personally mind that because everything I have is filthy, but it's a very heavy plastic case, perfect for traveling. And then let's open her up. Oh wait, why can't I open it? Oh, there we go. Okay, so, this actually does look very luxurious. These cream shades have a little door on them, and the shimmers, they don't necessarily look too dark. Like we have a few light shades there, but kind of as a whole, this definitely is a palette that's on the darkish side, but it also does look very pretty. But $70? I don't know about that. Let me just feel a couple of these before we do actual swatches here. Let's do this deep brown right here. Ooh, that feels lovely. And then maybe this light tannish shade. Wait, is that the lightest matte? Oh, it is. I thought that one was a matte, but it's definitely a shimmer, or maybe like a satin. But that one right there feels very nice as well. And then let's feel a couple of these shimmers. This one right here. Ooh. It's kind of a chunky puff once you just dip in, but I feel like once it's applied to something, it would smooth out. And then let's feel one of these satin shades. Let's do this one. Ooh, that's really nice. These more satiny shades, even though they do have some shimmer in them, I feel like if you blend them around, the shimmer will just disappear and you'll be left with a matte. So my hopes are that you do get a few more mattes in here than you see. But here we go. Let's put that right there. Marvelous, beautimous, excellent, and oh, perfection. Those do swatch very, very nicely. Still not convinced about the price though. I will say regarding my ColourPop comparison, they do feel better than ColourPop for sure, but I'm still not sure that you wouldn't be able to get the same looks. But ease of use is definitely a big thing here, and so it might still be worth it. We'll see. Well, my little fruit baskets, let's go ahead and swatch and do a look with this little bitch. You guys know the song. Are you ready? It's swatching time. And here we have everything swatched. Honestly, everything looks absolutely beautiful. The shimmers are so creamy. They're almost like airy and buttery. The mattes look gorgeous. They're the kind that seems like you only need a very, very small amount. I did, however, get a lot of kickback when I was swatching these. I think it's actually the imprint in this. The logo actually has a lot of sharp edges and they kind of want to crumble. And it does kind of seem like you are wasting a good amount. Hopefully, maybe when I dip my brush in, it won't be quite as bad. But is there a lot of kickback with this? Abso-fucking-lutely. Otherwise, everything looks great. These these two creams down here are so fucking pigmented, very creamy and lovely. Overall, this is just a beautiful palette, but this whole palette just gives me like dark glam vibes, and I don't mind that. That's definitely a look. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start with my eyes. I was just gonna do one look on both eyes, but because I'm not gonna be wearing this for 12 or 15 hours, I might as well do two different looks. I think when it comes to these first impression style videos, I don't mind doing two different looks, but then when I wanna do like actual wear time tests, I might stick to doing just one look. I don't know. All right, we are good and primed. I know I did just put a cream down onto my eye, but I also kind of want to use one of these creams and maybe just use it as like a deep eye base. So let's dip into the lighter one. Ooh, that goes on a brush very nicely. And let's just start right here on the outer corner and blend it in. Ooh, that is a beautiful kind of like bronzy reddish warm tone. And that does blend out extremely well. It just blends out very similar to how a powder shadow would. Or if you just ever used like a cream blush or contour on the eyes, this is the same. But that blends out so damn nicely and seamlessly. It doesn't even look like there's makeup on my eye. I love that. I love that a lot, actually. Having never really used a contour or any kind of cream like this on my eye, I don't know that this is any different than any other product would be, but this is the kind of style that I typically wear every day for my makeup, and this looks a lot better and was a lot easier to create than going in with the powders that I use. So already, I do kind of love this thing. Okay, now for the outer corner, I just want to take a little bit of this deeper color just to see what it looks like, and let's place that right there. Oh, yes. Actually, let's just do a halo eye. Why the hell not? So we can put a little bit right in the center, a little bit on the outer corner. I know I did give this a lot of shit for its price, but truthfully, the ease of use that this has kind of makes it worth it. Like, I'm not totally sold just yet, but so far, just using the two cream products, like, I like this. It's just giving me a very effortless chicness. Like, even just this is perfect for me. Like, put on a little mascara and some falsies, and you got a glam eye. That took all of what, maybe 15, 20 seconds? But then could I have done this in twice the time for like a quarter of the cost? Probably. So I don't know, like the bougie bitch in me wants to love this, but then the cheap ass in me wants to fly out like the vomit in The Exorcist. I don't know, let's just keep using this. And I actually don't think that this cream needs set. However, I do still want to use a couple of these. So I think the closest one to this lighter shade is maybe this. So even though I definitely am going to put a shimmer here in the middle, I'm just going to kind of set where I put that lighter shade. And that looks good. It actually kind of turned it all into one color. So let me also dip into this deeper shade and place that on the outer and inner corner. Right about there. Oh, that's nice. I actually think I like the way it looked before better, but this isn't bad. I think with just the cream alone, it was so smooth on my eye that it gave a no makeup look. Whereas the deepness with the powders over them, you can definitely tell that I'm wearing something. But shit, I don't mind it. It looks great. Hi, buddy. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, Ron. Oh, look who we have here. Oh, what a handsome prince. Oh, you have to go boy, there's so much fucking hair flying around. Right all over my black shirt. But you're worth it, baby. He's mad at me because he had to go get a checkup at the vet's. Sorry for keeping you healthy. So on this eye, and maybe let's try this kind of salmony shade right here. Here, replace that right there. Oh. Oh. That is so good. It just sets right over that matte. It does not need something sticky to hold on to. It just lays right the fuck down. There is a little bit of fallout, but again, it's not going on to any primer or anything. And so the fact that any of it is adhering is just spectacular to me. But like, look at that. I'm gonna try a little bit of this deeper shade right on the inner and the outer corner and kind of fade it out. I'm gonna try to use my fingers because that's what they suggested. Ooh, oh, wow. That does not look like how I thought it would. That newer shadow is very poppin'. It's kind of bronzy. I thought it was gonna be quite a bit deeper, but it's almost as bright as that shadow that I laid down in the middle. Wow, that's nice. Then maybe let's try just a little bit of this light one directly in the middle. Ooh, no, I think I like the orangey one more. That did do a good job of highlighting, but I definitely like the undertone of this one for this look more. Very pretty. Then I'm just gonna reinforce the inner and outer corner with a tiny bit more of that deep matte. Don't really want to cover up that beautiful shimmer, but I do want it a little bit darker. Then before I start smoking out the bottom lash, I'm gonna go in with some brown liner on the waterline. That is a shitty ass brown liner. Oop, there we go. I heated it up with a lighter old school style. Still kind of sucks though. Anyways, on a flat brush, I'm gonna take some of this deepest brown that we used and place it right in between the lashes. Oh, that is so nice. Like, it's the kind of shadow that you can just tell is good quality. Still not sure that it's $70 quality though, but it definitely is very good. Like, it's just so rich and pigmented. It's like me in eyeshadow form, except without the rich part. Then I do want to test these satiny shades to see if they'll blend out to be a matte, so let's dive into this guy right here. That actually is really pretty. Unfortunately, there's so much fucking glitter underneath my eyes from placing it up there that I can't tell if this is glittery. Give me just a second to keep blending it out and we'll see. I think I need a fluffier brush. Let's retry this. Holy fucking kickback. Whew. All right, now let's see about this guy. Oh, it does blend out to be a matte. Yay, that makes me happy. Like, how good does that look? And that was so easy. Like, everything just blends out so nicely. I'm gonna take a little bit more of that brown and make like a C motion between the upper and the lower. This is so pretty. It's like a Kim Kardashian little glam moment. And there we go. That was so easy. So before I finish up this eye and add falsies and that bullshit, let's do the other side. I think for this side, the deepest color that I'll go is this reddish shade right here. So let's place that right on the outer corner. And once again, just the lightest dip into this creates an excessive amount of kickback. Normally, I don't mind a lot of kickback because you can just keep it in the pan, and you can even with this palette. But when you're paying this price for a palette like this, I don't want there to be a lot of kickback. Is it a deal breaker for me? No, but it is kind of creating a very big mess inside the palette. Okay, thanks. Fuck, I got a phone call and I don't remember what the hell I was talking about. Probably the fallout because that's the first thing I see. Okay, so I have a little bit of this deepish red on my fluffy ass brush. Let's go ahead and place that right on the outer corner here. Okay, that is nice. It does seem to blend out fairly easy once you kind of stipple it in, but it definitely is pretty. I think I want a little bit more. I kind of feel like if you don't already own any nudes and you do want like a good quality nude palette, this would be very, very good. But I also feel like if you own more than a couple nude palettes, you probably don't need this. Like, fabulous quality aside, I don't think this is necessarily anything revolutionary, but she does blend out very effortlessly. So even if you do own these colors and you just want something that'll probably blend out a little bit easier and faster, then you might actually love this. Especially if you do other people's makeup, I feel like you would save so much time by using this palette. Wow, that did blend out exceptionally well. At first, I was kind of like, this shadow is just like any other shadow, but after like 5 seconds of blending and seeing how beautiful and seamless that looks, I do kind of really love it. Like, I am trying so hard to say that this really isn't worth the price, and I don't know that I actually ever would say that this is worth $70, but fuck, the quality is really good. I totally get why it does have such a high star rating. Okay, so there is that little shadow. Does it look very, very similar to these shadows? Yes. And I think that's probably the biggest reason why I won't say that this is worth the price, because in the end, a lot of these shadows do kind of look the same, or at least they blend out to look very similar. Let's try blending a little bit of this shade right here, right above what I just laid down, kind of highlighting the brow bone with it. That really didn't do a ton, but it did kind of extend the smokiness. And then I'm also putting a little bit of this shade right here, right underneath the brow bone. And once again, the kickback is kind of astronomical. Like, I've just barely used that one and the imprint is almost already gone. I just feel like I'm wasting so much product. Like, these are liquid gold to me, and the imprint really does look cool, but I think it's actually really taking away from the integrity of this palette. I almost want to actually like dip my thumb into each of these and like press the imprint out. Ooh, but I'm scared to like break it. Okay, so now let's put on a little bit of shimmer. I'm gonna dip into this bronzy gold one. I don't think I've used this yet. So there she is. She actually has like a reddish undertone shift. I really, really like it. We're gonna spread that all over the eyelid. Ooh, that is so beautiful. It's almost like a sticky glitter that just adheres to the eye so beautifully. That is lovely. It looks like a fantastic like professional gloss on the eye. Again though, I didn't really use any of the same shadows on both eyes and they kind of look the same. It could be my application method, and yes, the undertones are a little bit different, but also they're very, very similar, and so I don't really know how many looks you'd actually be able to create with this. Maybe if you didn't go in as smoky as I did, you could go like night to day, but this isn't really a palette that you'll be able to create dozens of looks with. It's probably going to be kind of minimal, but still, it's fabulous quality. And then for this side's waterline, I'm going to go in with this ColourPop pencil called Joyride. It's kind of like a reddish tone. Hopefully it'll match that outer corner, or it'll make me look like a fucking demon. I'm not sure which. Ooh, it makes me look like I'm bleeding from the eye socket. So maybe let's go over that with the brown that I used on the other side. Oh wow, that does not look good. That red is really fucking shit up, man. Did not think it would look that awful. You know what? Let's be a little bold, and on this side, I'm just gonna go in with black on the waterline, damn it. Too many things touching my eyeball today. Then right under that, I'm gonna smoke out some of this beautiful burnt red. Then let's use some of this tannish shade right under that. Actually, let's mix these two. Oh, those go nice together. And then on the inner corner, let's take some of this super light shade. I know you aren't supposed to use these with a brush, and I totally see why they don't want to pick up, but maybe we can lay a little bit down here. Oh yeah, that is fucking superb. Let's just do the same thing to the other eye, then they can both be bright. Cool, yeah. I mean, oh, they do look the same, don't they? Ish, kind of. That might be my fault, I don't know. And then for foundation today, I think I'm gonna mix my Umabutete with some Dior Backstage. Wanting to live my full coverage. You did not see it, but this just shot like a dude after No Nut November. Right across the room, holy damn. Okay. I am gonna go in kind of on the lighter side with foundation today. Not light in color, I'm sure I'll be orange or yellow, but just light in coverage. Kind of been a hot, sweaty, greasy mess, so I do wanna give my skin a little bit of a chance to breathe. And then frickin' squeeze some Hourglass. Fuck, that smells very expired. And it was also very expensive, and I've only used it a few times. And I did kind of want to use this shade as a contour, but I also don't really want to waste it, so I'm not even going to. Oh, although I am kind of curious. You know what? Let's just do it. I'm gonna dip a bigger brush in, and I'm just gonna very, very lightly dip into this. I only have a tiny amount, and we'll place this right there and just blend it upwards. Oh my. You know what? That's actually really pretty. And I really didn't use very much of this. I don't think it's removing my foundation either. Oh, no, it is. Totally is. Well, let me do the same to the other side. I do really like this as a contour, but I think I'll actually stick to my powders just because I don't want to use a lot of this. I really liked it as an eye base, especially for like everyday kind of use. But if you don't love it on your eyes and you think it would match you as a contour, I think it would totally work. Which kind of makes me like this a little bit more because it just means it's multifunctional. But like, that did a decent job, didn't it? Ooh, I like it. I'm just gonna lightly set that with my normal contour. I don't think I need any more contour, but it is also extremely warm in here. And I'm pretty sure my face will melt the fuck off if I don't set everything. Oh my goodness, I thought I smelled a skunk outside, but it is definitely Mama's Mary Jane. Ooh, she's pungent. Let's bronze this bitch up with a little bit of Huda. We are really gonna put this to the test today with these watery ass allergy eyes. Oh. And then for lashes, I went in with a Makeup Institute in the style E11. Big, bold, and beautiful. And here we are with our nice kind of bronzy glam. I really do like both eyes. I mean, in person, I can tell a tiny bit of a difference between the two. This one is definitely a little bit more darker, maybe more nighttime. This one I wouldn't say is necessarily a daytime glam, but it is a little bit brighter. Both sides I think look awesome, and both were so freaking easy. This is a fantastic palette if you are on the go, if you only have a couple minutes to glam up. You could totally slap on one of the mattes, some mascara, call it good. You could even add one of these light satins or a shimmer on the inner corner of the eye. But I also feel like any look that you wanted to create, you could probably use it with your fingers. It's almost like no matter what fucking tool you use, you're gonna be able to create a bomb-ass look with this. I really like this palette. Do I recommend it? Hell to the yes. However, do I think it's worth the price? Oh, I don't think it's not good quality. I just think that these two looks I could easily create with different palettes. The thing that you're buying here is its simplicity. It is so easy to use. Every single shadow did all of the work for me. The shimmers really did the work for me too. I didn't even have to use concealer to put them on. So if convenience is important to you and it's in your budget, then yes, I do think it's worth the price, but is this a palette that you have to go run out and buy? No. I think it's definitely a luxury item, but I think it's a good quality luxury item. Do I think you could create these exact same looks with a drugstore palette that's an eighth of the price of this? Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be as easy to use. So I guess it's kind of up to you. You saw how they applied, you saw how they looked. If you think that this color scheme is something that you definitely use, then maybe it is worth the price for you. I kind of really want to keep using this, so I don't know, maybe it is worth a price for me. I don't know, it's just a lot of money for a lot of what I already have. But there's something about this palette that just makes me want to keep dipping into it. I do think it is very deserving of the 5-star review that it has. Like, that I fully agree with. I guess if this really does speak your name and you want it super badly, get it. But if it's just something that you want to try, I would probably wait for a sale. But either way, I think it's fucking fantastic. 10 out of 10, definitely recommend. Anyways, my loves, there you go. Thank you so much for being here. I love having you. And if you'd like to support me and my channel just a little bit more, please feel free to join us over on Patreon. It's patreon.com/poplux. There you get videos a day early, you get Patreon only content, plus best part, it is cheap, fun, and fancy just like me. And like always, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so that you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Don't forget my newest collection of highlighters, including Black Ice, which does change from black to white, is available at thepoplux.com. Also, my latest album, Kiss of Fame, is available everywhere online that music is sold. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting them. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at officialnady, and you can follow me online at thepoplux.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye!